Arg, how are ye this morning, time pirates? I am here. I am awake. I ate breakfast. We did not go for a walk because it was very rainy outside. So I took a shower instead. So I'm all clean. I smell lovely. You're welcome. Oh, wait, you can't smell me. So, how are we this morning? What's going on? I will be editing like crazy again today. Oops. I will be editing like crazy again today. I've really got to get this done. It's taken me longer than I think any edit ever has. I don't know what to say. It's taken forever. So I've got to get it done. And let's see who we have in chat today and let us know what you are reading or writing or doing today. Pearl says, hello, popping in to boop the like button, heading out for my walk and audiobook. Will leave you open in my laptop. Oh, excellent. Well, we will see you when you return, Pearl. I hope the weather treats you well. Weather did not treat us well today. And Max says, good morning. Haven't decided which story to focus on yet. I have like 4 of them I need to get done by the beginning of July. Ooh, there's so much to do. Are they like they're just all short stories? Are they for anthologies? Like what do you have? What's the purpose for these stories? Or just because that's your deadline? Swank says, bonjour, everybody. Happy Hug Your Cat Day. Oh, now that one I could definitely get a picture of. I'll make Zafo take me a picture hugging my cat. I mean, he might jump up here now. I might be able to do it right now. What else do we have? Happy Audacity to Hope Day. You know, that used to be me. I don't know how good I am at that anymore. So I really love that there's a day for that one. Happy Cheese Day. What? Every day's Cheese Day. Every day, Swank. And happy Cognac Day. Cognac. I can't say that word. Cognac. There you go. I did it. Happy Cognac Day. And Zwank says, hola, macaroni. And hola, aloha, Pearl. Agent T, salutans, Zwank. And hello, everyone. Why, hello, Agent T. How are you today? What are you reading? And Pearl says, hi there, Zwank and Agent T. Pearl says, I'm here for Cheese Day. Heck yeah. Swank says, salam, Dr. T. Agent T says, hi, Pearl. Swank says, cool, T. Esperanto. And Allie says, hello, Kelly in chat on page 546 in Dungeon Crawler Carl and page 53 in Throne of Glass. Excellent. How are you this morning, Alicia?
I'm awake. I've already had breakfast.
Me too. What's up with this, man? We're on it.
I know. I need to warm up my coffee, though. Although I will say my coffee tastes much better today.
Oh, so cleaning it might have worked.
Yep. In terms of Throne of Glass, I'm on page 92.
Oh, look at that. Moving right along.
And then I got to page... Where's my book? I got to page 110 in The Resurrectionist.
You still like it?
It's very interesting.
Yeah. I mean, you said you don't like historical fiction, so I'm really glad you chose a nice short one. So this will be fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I still think maybe you just haven't found the historical fiction you like.
It could be.
Because Tudor, I love Tudor, but I can understand why people wouldn't. They're always really long too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I watched, there was a show called Rain. And that kind of had the same feel to it. I watched that and enjoyed it, but at the same time, like, I think reading it and watching it is 2 different things.
Yes, for sure.
So I can watch it, no problem. I cannot read it.
Yeah. But the thing is, the more that you watch it, the more when you read it, you already picture it. You know what I mean?
True.
The more experience you have with that era, the more you can already see it in your head, which makes it easier to read it, in my opinion. For the way I like to read anyways, because I like see pictures in my head like I'm watching a movie, which really helps with my editing, by the way. I'm like, dude, what just happened?
Is that feasible?
We were in a kitchen. Where did the couch come from? Like, you didn't describe the couch, so I didn't see one in my head, and now I'm very confused.
It's a moving couch. It moves all on its own.
I mean, it could be just one big room, right? So, but you didn't describe that, that kind of thing. So that's
true.
Yeah. Yep.
That is true.
Let's see. And Pearl says, hi there, Allie. Swank says, konnichiwa, Allie. Pearl says, I am 4 hours into my husband's wife. Still no clue what's going on.
Yeah.
That's so funny to me. I mean, nice distraction while you're walking, though, right? As you're like, what the heck? Oh, look, a bird. Wait, what? Wait, where are we?
Exactly.
And Annette has joined us. Why, hello, Annette. How does this afternoon find you? Hello, Kelly. Hi, everyone in chat. Agent T says, I might read my book today, but I also want to plan my holidays that I can't even properly plan yet, as I don't have the dates. Well, yeah, that's kind of hard to plan a holiday without the dates.
Right?
Yeah, because you can't budget. You don't know like what hotels would be open or where, or unless if you already know where you want to go. Seasons count too. So you're right. You kind of you need the dates.
That is very
Pearl walked with my little dog for an hour already. Oh, that's so nice. And I didn't get to walk it all today. I'm very sad. And then if it clears up, if it was supposed to rain all day yesterday, it was sunny all day. I'm not complaining because it was really nice, but it was confusing. You know what I mean? I can't make plans where I used to be able to plan about a week ahead. And now the weather, you just never effing know. And by the way, that's not a global warming problem. That's a NOAA problem. Our freaking government isn't working. So when they're trying to predict the weather, they can't get the data they need. Ugh, so frustrating. Agent T says, I might read my book today, but I read that. Nope. Lindsay says, hey guys, very glad today is Friday. It's very windy here today. Yes, I am also very glad today is Friday. We bought a weighted blanket and a cover for it from Wayfair, and we got the wrong size. It's way too small. Even though it said queen on the thing, it's tiny. I'm like, I don't know what kind of tiny queen beds they're making in Wayfair. But it's a weighted blanket. It's like 25 pounds. And I slept with it last night and it was the best sleep of my life. It felt so good. I effing loved it. And it wasn't hot. We got a breathable one, it said. And yeah, it breathes. I wasn't hot. I didn't have to stick my feet out. It was fabulous. The best change of my sleep since getting my CPAP machine, which is too old now and I need another one. But holy shit, was it good? I had no idea. But because we were trying to get a big comforter with a cover so that I can wash it, right? It's too hard to wash our big old comforter. And our comforter is old. It's got one of the seams is ripped. And it was ripped before we got the puppy, by the way. She didn't do that. But what she has been doing is sticking her nose in it and pulling the fur out. Or the fluff out.
Yeah.
we're like, stop it. But she doesn't understand that, oh, look, it's torn like her toys with fluff. Like she doesn't understand, right? And like I said, it was torn before we got her. But, comforters are expensive. And so it's hard to want to go buy one.
Yes.
So we finally gave in. And then what we did get is just too small. So I'm like, we can't win.
Do you have a queen size bed or a king size bed?
Queen. We have queen.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, next time we get a bed, it'll be a king, but the queen is, we're not very tall, right? I mean, we're both under 5'5", so it's really not, we don't need a huge bed. But yeah, so I think that's funny. So I just put a throw over Zafo because most of the time he doesn't need anything. It's just like, once the early hours get in and his body temperature drops enough, then he'll grab the comforter and put it over him, right? Or most of the time it's sitting in between us and on me. So we're like, well, I'll just use the weighted one. And he's not sure he likes the weighted, though I think he might. The only thing is it's now getting used to like having to get it on me because it is weighted. It's heavy.
Right.
But holy crap, it feels good, man. Let's see. But yes, I'm very glad it's Friday because I'm sleeping in tomorrow. Pearl says, hi there, Annette and Lindsay. Ellie says, konnichiwa, Swank. And Pearl says, Agent T, where are you going? Agent T says, Annette, as the Ireland expert, do you recommend going from south to north or north to south? Aren't you supposed to go around the island? Lindsay says, started the audiobook for Zodiac Academy today. Just first time I've tried it, and it's pretty fun so far. Nice. Ooh. I've never done the Zodiac Academies. Let's see, Ren. I think Ren has read all of them.
I know
Ren has, but I could be wrong.
I think Ren's read some. Lexi has read some. Vanessa from Read with Dr. B had that read along thing. So there's a couple of people. I have the books, but I haven't read any of them yet.
My problem is they're like this,
Yes.
and it's like more. And look, I like big ones, right? I mean, I don't mind big, but when I have them that big, I want them to be epic fantasy. That's what I want I want lots of POVs. I want big adventures. I want battles. I want, you know what I mean? High stakes. And this one sounds, it's an academy, right? So it's more of a school. It doesn't, I don't know.
Right.
So I'm having trouble with that theme being that long. So, hey, stop. Cora and Benny are whining at each other through the door, but when I let them out, they just fight right now because Benny doesn't feel well, so he doesn't want to put up with her. And Cora just wants to play.
I want to play, man. Let me play.
Dharma says, I'm going to Phoenix Fan Fusion, formerly Phoenix Comic Con today. Ooh, I wonder if Jeremy's going to be there. Let me see. I'm going to see if Jeremy's going to be there. If so, you should go say hi, Dharma. Where am I coming from?
I don't know.
At Jeremy. Going to Phoenix. You said it's Phoenix Fan Fusion is what it's called?
Yes.
All right, we'll see. I will find out for you. If so, go see him. Agent T says, Pearl, France, Ireland, Northern England, and Germany. 3 different trips. Oh, that's awesome. Go to Munich, man. That's my favorite part of Germany to visit as a tourist. It's so pretty, and they're so ready for us. It's fantastic. If you're only going to go once. And Zwang says, I was so groggy yesterday that I put the coffee back on the stove after pouring a cup. Unbeknownst to me, I left the burner on. Oh, no. So by 1 p.m., it was burned black. Took forever to cook. That would be a nightmare.
No.
I am so sorry, Zwang. Lindsay said, I'd say cognac. Yeah, I finally got it, right? Cognac. It just took me a minute. I'm like, I couldn't wrap my brain because it's spelled and sounds totally different, and I had to wrap my brain around it. Allie says, hi, Pearl. Annette says, hey, Agent T. Either works. Whichever flights are cheaper, really. Ah, there you go. And Allie says, hello, Alicia.
Hello.
Swank says, hoi, Lindsay. I'm sorry?
I said hello.
Max says, I've had coffee and breakfast, but I'm not super awake. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe as you start to write, you'll get into it. And Annette says, hey, Alicia. Swank says, Guten Morgen, Annette. And Swank says, perfect, Dharma. Agent T, might be 4 trips. France to Ireland is not as easy as I imagined. No. Isn't there like a tunnel train like from Britain to France, though? So maybe you go like Ireland, you know, and then like London and then Paris. You know what I mean? Like you can. And Agent T says, which means I could book that now. Ha 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 ha. Molly says, Yaddle?
I don't know.
And Pearl says, just as I walked up my driveway, I found out where the husband worked. Gasp. Oh, for my husband's wife book, I'm assuming. Oh, gasp. That's good. That's good. And you have no idea what's going on, but you're still interested in reading it. That's actually, that's high praise. Quite. And Max says, looks like it'll be raining all day here. Ugh, I'm so sorry. Same. Annette, Northern England to Ireland might be easier, Agent T, if you needed to combine. Oh, there you go. Pearl says, hi there, Mac. And hi to Molly. OMG, I love my weighted blankets. Yes, I had no idea. Pearl. I'm like, I have been missing out. Holy crap. It just felt so good. Yeah, no, loved it. Loved it. And Zwank says, namaste, Molly. Molly says, no, it isn't working because their funding was cut, I believe. Yep. Ryan Hall is pretty accurate, Kelly. He uses info beyond Noah. Yes, that's why I watched Ryan Hall. But he's like when there's something really big happening. It's not like he gives me my daily weather report. So Jean says, good morning, Kelly and Alicia. My teacher liked my homework yesterday. Woohoo! Oh, that's fantastic. Yay! Also, remind me, Jean, since we keep missing each other, remind me. We can do a Discord call or something. Agent T says, I didn't need to combine. I just thought I would. I already have like 4 stops in Northern England. I don't want to take too long off work. Oh, no, I get that. I get that. That's always the blend, right? It's, what's my budget? How long can I take off work? How much can I see in that time?
Yeah.
We don't usually take relaxing vacations, just every now and again. So going to Big Bend should be a nice relaxing vacation. Zwing says weighted blankets are too constricting for me. It stresses me out big time. Yeah, no, I could see that because it was heavy. So I can see if anyone has that kind of issue. But my God, it felt so comforting. It was just like being hugged all night long, like being held by your mama. Jean says, I imagine you were 5'7" tall, Kelly. It is funny what you imagine about you only virtually, right? My personality is big. It's at least 6'5", but I'm only 5'1". And Zwank says, Salva, Jean? Ellie says, oh no, Zwank, that's not fun and definitely a pain to clean. Yeah, for sure. It jumped that time, but there wasn't much to jump, so I'm in the middle. There I am. Jean, I don't think you would like the Zodiac Academy. I finished the full Zodiac Academy. Kelly would read it with the red pen. Oh, thank you, Jean. Thank you. Because I don't need to start a really big series if I don't think I'll be into it. And if I was going to read it with a red pen, you're right. I don't need that, or I don't need that aggravation in my life. People pay me for that. I don't need to do it for fun. Jean says, I would, some of the books have a lull and some books were not needed in Zodiac Academy. And I'm definitely not a vibe reader, I'll tell you that. Doesn't mean I don't enjoy vibes, but there has to be other stuff with it. Like I just started Small Miracles by Olivia Atwater. Talk about vibes. I was just happy as soon as I started reading it. That is a good book. Annette says, forgot to say what I'm reading. The Immortal Heart by Jennifer Saint. 40% in and really enjoy it. Was it mythology? What is this? This Immortal Heart. This Immortal Heart. Oh, it's a new release, 2026. I've seen that cover. I think I've seen that cover.
What cover?
To This Immortal Heart. Oh, it comes out next Tuesday. Which also, at 11 today, the Hurkit announcement goes out for everyone. So I might just watch it again, just to make sure I didn't miss anything. For anyone interested.
My book comes in today.
Yay! Jean says, I'm at 50% of Daggermouth, but I got to attend a class at 10 a.m. Gotcha. And Molly says, I read Agnes Albert's Mystical Cat Shelter. I have that right back here. I have to read it last night in one sitting. Really? It's fantastic. Oh, nice and cozy. If you like Emily Wilde series, same author. Yay. I'm so glad because it's sitting right there and I haven't finished the Emily Wilde series. I'm like, should I have bought this book when I haven't finished the series? So yay.
I got it from the library. I have a copy as well.
That's so cool. Agent He says, I have a list of all the things I want to do, and I'm just trying to put them into trips to save flights, train fares. I get that. My husband does that, right? He does a lot of research before we go anywhere, just looking at all that stuff. And Ren says, hello, everyone. Swing says, Alicia, how tall are you? How tall are you, Alicia, if you want to share?
5'4".
There you go. We're tall in personality. We are. And Ren says, more studying today, but at least I'm taking a day off tomorrow. Yay, good. You need a day off. You've been working hard. Ren says, oh, I've read Small Miracles. I think I gave it 4 stars. Yeah, I'm just having so much fun, so I'm very excited. I'm done playing. It's my first Olivia Atwater, too. Now I'm 11% in. I haven't gotten very far, but I'm just adoring it. Agent T says, I'm done planning now, so I will read my book. Excellent. Annette, I've had Small Miracles on my TBR for way too long. Oh my gosh, the beginning is so cute. And you see, Ren gave it 4 stars. I'll let you know what I think at the end, but so far, adorable. Jean says, but I did miss the characters in Zodiac Academy when I wasn't reading it. See, the characters stick with you. That's why people love it. Annette says, maybe it will fit my Hurkit 3.0 TBR. Maybe. Have you seen the announcement yet, or are you waiting until 11 our time, 11 a.m. my time? Molly says, I haven't watched the Hurkit video yet. I'm excited to watch it again. I have my spreadsheet all filled out. Just for the record, it is all filled out. I even looked up to see how many I owned and how many I need to find and all that kind of stuff. I only have to buy, like it's not in my library. I can't get it from Libby. Like not even the physical from my library. I can't get it. I don't own it already. So there's one I have to buy, but one out of 100 some odd is it's okay. I can live with that. Most of them I own. And Ren says, I'm finished Zodiac Academy yet, but right now I'm on book 4. Oh, you're still early. For some reason, I thought you were way farther along. It's only really picked up for me in book 3, and Gina's right. It's definitely not a Kelly series. Thank you. That's 2 recommendations. I will take it and run with it. Mai says, morning, I'm in a meeting for work, but then I'll work on reading Seed by Ania Alborn. Seed. Oh, that's a creepy cover. It reminds me of Wool, if anyone's read Wool. Vine Twisted Swamps of Louisiana. I mean, how fun is that?
They can see you.
So it's a horror, thriller, fantasy, paranormal. Nice. And it's on Kindle Unlimited. Done. Want to read. Unless you come back and say, I read it and it sucks, take it off. Jean says, they say when they traditionally publishing, they added more smut, but didn't take away the fluff out of ZA. Yeah, that sounds about right. Pearl says, hi there, Ren. Hi there, Mai. Molly says, I am trying to knock out my non-NetGalley arcs this weekend. Excuse me. And next week. I did 3 last night, 1 this morning, and have another to do. So, of course, I requested 3 more. Hey, I made it to 81%.
Don't.
That means I can request a few. Because I don't think I have any in like July, August, September. And I really want the new, the Tainted Cup, the 3rd book. Oh, Isis. Yeah, you have a lot to complain about, huh? You're like, come pet me. Wait, don't touch me. Pet me. Don't touch me. Yep, sounds like a cat. Hug your cat. Someone take a picture and we're going to put it on the thing. It's Hug Your Cat Day.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
I'm supposed to give you a hug.
She's like, I don't like this day.
Well, you gotta let go of my jacket, ma'am. Yeah, you can be mad. You can be mad. You can't let you put you down if you attach to my jacket.
And Zwank says, Kia ora, Mai. Ren says, I finished the Ruthless Boys of the Zodiac series, which is a spin-off series in the Zodiac Academy universe. Oh, that must be what I was thinking of. I had a fun time with it, but some parts are a bit annoying, boring. Ren says, hey, Pearl. Molly says, yeah, I got the spreadsheet. I'll try to fill it with arcs as much as possible. Yeah, that makes sense. Do it, man. As much as you read, you could probably get it done in no time with the arcs. Swank says, Sawaldi, Ren. Annette says, I've got roughly half the spreadsheet filled, leaving lots of room for mood reading. I'll be taking it a lot easier this time around. Yeah, I wish I could. Remember I told you I wasn't going to do it? I don't think so. We'll see. And now I'm like, oh, I want to do it. There's something wrong with my brain, Alicia. Ren says, hey, Zwank. And Annette says, Molly, I've been snowed under with publisher widgets this week. Oh, no, they're getting at you. And Max says, cat. And Annette, so proud of you, Kelly. 81%, right? But now I'm going to go request, so we'll see where I end up. But I have NetGalley November coming up, right? So I need some like future ones. I can only read 2 a month, right, at the most. So I'm not going to request more than 2 that come out each month. So I have a way to control, but that's about it. Is that you or Benny? Would y'all stop it? Stop it. It's not Hug Your Dog Day. Sorry. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, I think her back legs are taller than her front legs, which means she's not done growing yet. Really? You're almost a year old. Shouldn't you be done? Which means if they hadn't spayed her at 13 weeks, she'd probably be huge.
Oi.
Molly says, oh, and I read The Death of Vivek Oji by Akweki Amezi. I think that's how you say it. It's short but powerful. 5 stars and a box of Kleenex. Ooh, I want to read that one. I still have to read the You Made a Fool of Death with Your Beauty. So I've got to read that one first. That's actually on my pop sugar list. Molly says, Annette, I'll do soon. And Molly says, Pepper says, let her go, Alicia. was your cat was
Meowing.
sympathizing with ISIS? Annette says, of
Meow.
course, Molly. Most for June, few for July, and some for September.
Oof.
Ugh, I'm sorry, Annette. Also, cool what you get. Jean says, here's the second book from the Bandit Queens that is on NetGalley called Some People. I know we talked about doing that with Mel, but I haven't read Bandit Queens yet. I kind of feel like I need to read that first. Molly says, if I ignore my past due arcs, I do have it on the list, Jean. Molly says, if I ignore my past due arcs, I'm doing okay. There you go. There you go. And Jean says, I just keep going between 50% and 51% on NetGalley. And Molly says, other sites to get arcs, Book Sirens, Book Sprout, and Story Origin. Yeah, man, I can't keep up with NetGalley, so I'm just one at a time, man. And Book Sirens really, really specializes in like romantasy, and I don't need any of that. Doesn't mean that's all they do, but that is what they specialize in. That's actually where we put our romantasy. Jean says, I found Ruthless Boys boring. And Jean says, reading Daggermouth slowed my arc reading. Oh, I'm sorry. And Molly says, yes, Pepper was definitely sympathizing. I love it. All right. Let us start the first sprint where I'm totally not going to go to NetGalley. Just real quick. Just for a minute.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
No, actually, no, I'm allowed now. I'm at 81%, but I really just want, I need that Robert Jackson one. So I want to request it now as soon as possible. And I was waiting till I got to over the 80%, and I did. So now I'm going to request it. Because it was the Here Kid, so I could check off that box, and now I can drop my percentage. Done. I only have 8. I have 8 prompts left. 8 left. All right. Here we go. We'll see y'all in 30. And there was our first sprint. I might have spent the whole time exploring NetGalley.
Aww.
I forgot I wanted the Whitechapel moon. Dang it, what's it called? Hold on.
Yeah.
The Whitechapel Full Moon Society. It's like a Jack the Ripper retelling kind of thing. So I'm like, ooh, I wanted that one. I forgot because I have all these in wish list. So I'm actually not going all through NetGalley. I'm going through my wish list stuff.
Gotcha.
And I already got approved for one, so one must have been auto approve, and I didn't notice. I just hit the thing, right? So for October. I wasn't going to ask any for July because I have a couple from the spring I still need to finish. But I forgot Dominion was on here, and I really want to read Dominion. So we shall see. So almost done with that. How'd you do, Alicia?
I finished eating breakfast, and then I put my coffee back in a coffee mug because the other coffee mug that I usually have, it started to taste funny like yesterday again. But as I sip it out of here, I can't tell if it tastes like it went back to normal or if it still tastes funny.
I don't know.
It still kind of tastes funny.
I don't know what to tell you.
I think it
The
might
creamer
be
go
my
bad?
taste, or it could be the I can't tell if I'm like tasting more of the coffee and it's bitter or if it's the hazelnut creamer. But something is like throwing it off. And it was
Maybe it's-
fine when I started drinking it this morning.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I switch to the coffee mug, that's when I get the weird taste. So I'm wondering if maybe the coffee mug needs to be cleaned out. Like I don't clean it every day, but I clean it like every other day. So I'm wondering if I like bleh,
Need to run
or
vinegar
there's
to that.
crud or something.
Well, there's one way to do it. You put the coffee in a completely different cup.
Well, that's what I did.
No, you didn't. You just said you poured that from the mug into there.
Oh. Well, yeah.
That's not the same. So get fresh coffee from the coffee pot into a completely different mug, and that will let you know whether it's the coffee pot or not.
Hmm.
If you poured it from the cup that you think the problem was in, then you've just transferred the problem.
Okay, so I'm making new coffee.
Yep.
I just want coffee, man.
All right, let's see how chat did.
I also went on a search for my highlighter because I couldn't find my highlighter.
Did you find it?
But
Did you find it?
I did find it. It was in the bottom of my backpack from when I went to my appointment.
Very nice. Sorry, I forgot to hit Jean's link for the Some People thing. That one's July 2. Ugh. All right, we'll see. Too many books. And let's see. Jean said, Pearl said that she'll be lurking for a while now. Excellent. I hope you get done all the things that you were needing to get done. Jean says they are standalone books by Perini Schroff. Yeah, I understand they're standalone, but I really want Bandit Queens is already on my list. You know what I mean? So Molly says I actually like Book Sprouts a lot. I'll look at Book Sprouts. I don't know much about Book Sprouts. I can look. And Ashley had joined us. Hello, Ashley. Good to see you. Hello, all. I am off work today, gearing up for BookCon later. Oh, BookCon. Come on, you gotta love BookCons. That sounds fabulous. And Jean says, Robert Jackson Bennett. Yes. I love The Tainted Cup. And then I read A Drop of Corruption. Freaking loved it. So I cannot wait for the new one, which is something blood. Hold on. A Trade in Blood, I think.
Why did they send me the same damn email 3 separate times and it's the same information?
I don't know. Good question.
I will deal with them when I get there. They're like, you must make sure that her information is all up to date. And I'm like, that shit should already be up to date because she's been going there since she was born.
Mm-hmm.
These people.
Well, if it's medical things, they want them redone like at least once a year. It's like a requirement. It's not even up to them.
I think I already did it though.
Oh,
I'm gonna
then I
ask
don't know.
them because I know like the kids have their wellness appointments next week, but they're both going. So why am I only getting Lorelai's information and not Alan's?
Maybe they got confused.
That's what I'm thinking.
Let's see. And Jean says, oh yeah, I said that. Yeah, it's a trade in blood is what it says. And Allie says, what book series do I start with first with John Gwynne? I would start with Malice. So pick up Malice right away. It's his first published book, and it's freaking unbelievable. It's so good. But you have to like epic fantasy. I will say that. Like if epic fantasy is not your thing, I don't, because I've had people pick it up and go, nah. And I get it because there's very short chapters, so it's very fast. I love fast-paced books. And multiple POVs. So if you're patient enough at the beginning to let yourself get into it, then you are in for an incredible ride. And starting in book 2, he has a character guide at the beginning. But he's incredible. They're just incredible. It's exactly what I want. I cried. I talk about loving the characters. You can love the characters, have a really good fast plot, have really big stakes. Even sometimes believing what's going to happen. I won't say knowing. You still are scared with that character in that moment. Like he's so good. So good. But yeah, start with Malice for sure, which is the first book in the Faithful and the Fallen series. Jen says, good morning. No more meetings for the day, so I'm planning on reading, cleaning, and working on my to-do list, starting with pages for Kingdom Ash. Happy freaking Friday. Absolutely. Happy. I do not want to change places with my daughter. She's grooming dogs right now, and I would hurt myself and the dog. So no freaking on this Friday, okay? I can't. No switching.
No Freaky Friday?
No Freaky Friday.
I agree.
Plus, my daughter and I get along great. We don't need to trade places to understand each other. Not that, we never fight, but, humans fight. And Jen, when does the Jade City thing start again? Alicia was thinking it was August. Does that sound right? I didn't write it in my calendar, so I need to know.
Yeah, I think it's August.
And Alicia said hello to Jen. I'm sorry, Alicia.
I think that's what everyone decided.
Okay.
It was like a poll type thing.
I know I missed it somehow, but I'm not on YouTube all the time. I have work, right? So I'm not on as much as I would like to be. Paula says, hey, Kelly, Alicia, and chat. How are we all today? Agent T says, I read 5 chapters of my book. Wow, nicely done. And talk about, sharp, quippy chapters. And Max says, got a couple 100 words written. Yay, nicely done. You got this. See, and you weren't even quite awake. You can do it. Annette says, nothing wrong with a trip to NG, Kelly. Right. They want me over there. They want me to read their books. And Paula says, ooh, that sounds fun, Kelly. Right? And Allie says, I got to page 65 in Throne of Glass. My goal is to get to page 120. And Jean says, running off to my class, Whitechapel doesn't seem available to me. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a problem with being across country. Sometimes things are available in one country, not the other. Jean says, did you clean the coffee maker? Yeah, she did. She cleaned it with vinegar yesterday.
Yep,
right?
I did that yesterday and rinsed it really well. So, I don't know. It could be also my taste buds.
Yeah, I'm telling you, hormones could also be part of it. And Annette got in a quick little NetGalley review. Excellent. Allie says, hello, Paula. Lindsay says, I just found out another person has left my work. Honestly, feels like the place is on fire. I'm so sorry, Lindsay.
Oof.
Max says, oh no, my dog is ramping up to her chaos energy, but it's raining, so I can't just take her on a walk or have her run circles outside. Yeah, Cora's been a little brat this morning, but I mean, poor thing didn't get a walk, right? And she's not gonna. So yeah, I know. You feel bad for him, but what are you gonna do? At least kids, you can give them a movie or something to color. Like there are inside things you can do with kids, but with the dogs,
not so much.
Not so much. Paula says, hey, Allie. And Lauren has joined us. Why, hello, Lauren. It is so good to see you again. Good morning, ladies. Happy Friday. I did finish 1st July Wins this morning, finally, and I'm halfway through Just Friends by Haley Pham. Ooh, yay.
Nice.
And Zwank says, Mac, try throwing a ball down the hallway and have your dog chase it. Oh, yeah, we'll do that. But, it only goes so far. She does play fetch better in the house than she does outside, though. I think the outside distracts her. My dog, anyways. Alicia, put some salt in the coffee while you brew it. It helps with the bitterness.
Say what?
If you put some salt in the coffee grounds, it helps with the bitterness.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But problem is you've got to experiment until you get the right blend that works for you.
Yeah. Oh.
Annette says, I have some people too. Mine says release is August 6th.
Interesting.
I think mine said, where is it? Mine says July 7th. So apparently we release in different days from America and Ireland. But that's not a surprise. I've heard that before. I just don't think I've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
And Zwank says, howdy, Lauren and Paula. Paula says, hey, Zwank. And J.A. is here. Hello, hello. How are you? Hello, everyone. I'm reading the Fourth Wheel of Time book alongside Shuggy Bane by Douglas Stewart for my gay read. Yay. I am reading Hijab Butch Blues for one of my gay reads. That's my audio. It's so good, by the way. It's so good. And then I am reading, and it's a memoir. And then I'm reading The Small Miracles by Olivia Atwater, is also for Gay Shit June.
Nice.
And I'm having fun. I'm really having fun. And as soon as I finish Us Against Them, I'll be reading Lilac People. So yeah, I'm getting all my gay shit in. Whether it's official or not, I'm still reading it.
J.A. is Jordan.
Jordan, sorry. Hello, Jordan. I have seen you in other sprints. I don't know if you've been over here, but welcome. Welcome in. Mm-hmm. And Jen says August. Yep, you're right. You're right, Alicia. It is August for Jade City. And Agent T says it's a YA book, so the chapters are short and fast. Nice. That is a good thing about YA. And Vanessa has joined us. Good morning, Vanessa. You were here. We're about to start our second sprint. Allie says, hello, Lauren. Vanessa says, morning, Pirates. Arr. Max says, I don't know if Gertie will play fetch. She's fighting a blanket right now. That blanket asked for it.
She's taking that blanket down. Yep.
Vanessa says Basement Cat is upstairs with the zoomies again. Look, all these animals have zoomies today. So random hissing from old cat lady or old lady cat when he gets too close. Apparently this is going to be a thing. Hey, Vanessa, today is Hug Your Cat Day. So we all have to get pictures hugging our cat and put it on Discord. Yep. Paula says, hey, Jordan and Vanessa. Vanessa says, hey, Paula. And Jordan says, hey, Paula. Molly says, hi, Paula. Allie says, hey, Jordan and Vanessa. And Paula says, hey, Molly. And Vanessa says, Molly, good morning. All right, excellent. So let us start our second sprint. So I can go back to NetGalley. I need to get this done and off my brain so I can get this editing done. I got to get done. All right, here we go. And there was our second sprint. I got to fight with the dogs a bit and go through NetGalley. Still not done. There's a lot to choose from. Already got approved for one. It's fine. It's fine. And what did you get done, Alicia?
I made new coffee. They taste a little better, but I can still tell a hint of
Safo says hi.
hello. I can still like taste a hint of difference. So I don't know. I think it might be just my taste buds. It tastes better. I put it in a fresh new cup. So I don't know.
It could be hormones. It could be getting used to the iron, because even though it was replaced a couple weeks ago, it might have taken time to get it all out of the pipes. You know what I mean? So you're used to it with iron. So without iron, you're like, this tastes funny because you've had it for so long.
This is true.
Yeah.
So
You're like, wait, this is what coffee tastes like? I don't like it.
Exactly. And it could be a combination of things too, right? Because like you said, it could be the hormones, it could be the iron leaving the system. So it could be a combination of both. And I'm just like, what is this? This is not normal. But in fact it is normal, and we've been messed up for a while. So we'll see if it stays the same or changes, but it seems to be okay for now, so I'll stick with it.
Yay.
And I did read a few pages of Throne of Glass. So now I'm at a page 100. I need to be at 301 by the end of my reading today. So I need to read a lot.
I would say, at least you don't have to drop what you're doing and go pick up the kids, but you have them all day. So
I might send them outside to play and
see, do it quick before, it rains forever. Benny went outside and did his business and let him back in. And I give them the chicken feet, their daily chicken feet, so they get their collagen. And and they think it's a treat. It's wonderful. And then it just started pouring down raining. And now it's like partly cloudy. I could see a little blue peeking through, but it'll rain again, I'm sure, in an hour. There's just no. So let the kids play. Be free. Let's see. Max says, I don't think either of my cats would appreciate hugs. I mean, what does that have to do with it?
Right.
Who says they get a choice? Did you just see Isis?
What?
It's Shred.
What happened? What about Isis?
When you hugged Isis, she was like, no. And you're like, nope, you get a hug.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And Lauren says, morning, everyone. I don't know about you. It's been the longest week. I'm ready for the weekend. Yes. Same. Except tomorrow I'm just working all day. And Sunday we're painting my son's living room. So I hope you got a ladder.
No for me.
It's a yes for you?
Yes and no.
Oh, yes and no. Gotcha. And Molly says, so I have a cut on my thumb because I was doing dishes yesterday and I had to hold the coffee mug tightly and the handle snapped, causing my finger to jam into the broken edge. Oh, I'm so sorry, Molly. It's like, I'm doing a good thing. Why am I being punished?
I was going to say, that's a very small cat if it's on your thumb.
Right?
That would be adorable,
I feel
though.
bad because you have an injury? That's what I was like. The cat's like, oh, poor mommy.
Right?
Or you have a vampire cat licking up the blood. I mean, it could be anything.
Oh, gosh.
Vanessa says, old lady cat does not allow hugs. She occasionally allows brushing, though. So maybe. Molly says, hi, Vanessa. Hi, Jordan. And Max says, Molly, oof, that sounds painful. And cut, not cat. Yeah, it took me a minute, but I did get it. Allie says, ouch, Molly sounds painful. Molly, it was. And so weird. And then I was afraid to pull it out because I didn't know how deep it was. It turned out okay, but sheesh. Yeah, I'm sorry. Like I said, you should not be punished for doing a good thing. It's not right.
Right.
Vanessa says, ouch, that's no fun. I'm glad it ended up okay. And Charles is here. Hello, Charles. Hello and good morning, Kelly and Alicia. Pearl says, got the groceries and I'm back to chill for a bit before really getting into the day. Vanessa says, morning, Charles. Allie says, I got to page 84 in Throne of Glass. And Paula says, the timer sound just scared Chris. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Chris. He's like, what was that? It's a ghost in the walls. It's actually the sound from Merlin. If you ever watched the Merlin show with where they were young and King Arthur and Merlin were friends. That one, that's like my favorite. I love that one. And it's the sound. Zafo didn't even because he found the sound. I was like, dude, that's the sound. Whenever they switch scenes in that show, it's that same sound. So every time I hear it, I'm like, hey, I want to watch Merlin. And Max says, oops, zoned out at the end of that one. Got some more words written though. Yay! Vanessa says, I'm paying bills. Yeah, this is a mortgage thing, not a bill paying thing. So mortgage comes out this payday.
I'm
What?
glad you said something, Vanessa, because I needed to check on something for my banking.
Ooh. And Vanessa says, Zafo kisses. Indeed. He's feeling better. The Dayquil's working. Annette says, another review down. Yes.
Woohoo.
Ashley says, I read some Lightfall, The Dark Times, and also was checking the schedule for BookCon. My anxiety is kicking in. You can do it, Ashley. It's all good. Bring a book with you when you're waiting in line. Chat with a friend. I'm assuming you're not going on your own. Are you bringing a friend? Are you selling at a booth? Like, what are you doing at BookCon? And Zwank says, ciao, Vanessa. Paula says, I'm playing around with things for my Let's Play later. Ooh, that sounds fun. Are you going to play some like cozy games, or is that like games that we're playing together, like the trivia? Allie says, I have to pay a bill today and get a payment plan for another. Vanessa says, Buongiorno, Zwank. I guess today is Finances Day. Ellie says, hello, Zafo. And Zwank says, major bummer, Molly. Annette says, ouch, Molly. Jen says, I read 2.5 chapters in Kingdom and cleaned the stove. I mean, that's an accomplishment. Zwank says, finished morning pages first sprint and started study books last sprint. Yay. Paula says, ouchie, Molly. And Lauren read 11 pages in my book. I'm working from home, so I kind of have to do my job, but sneaking and reading a few pages here and there through sprints. I mean, there's a lot of downtime at work, right? So it makes sense in the downtime when you're at home. You're just like, I got an hour. It's okay.
Ooh.
Yes.
It's a payday week.
Yes, it is. But you don't live payday to payday, do you? Because like I know exactly when payday is.
Well, I knew that there was one coming, but I feel like we just got one, so I was skeptical but then I looked at the calendar and I was like, oh yeah, nope, it's right. Because this is a 2-month 2 paycheck month, and then next month is a 3 paycheck month. So, and apparently I have some things to pay off. My credit card was at 0 and now it's at $1,400. I don't know what happened. Yes, I do.
Yeah, you do.
Yes, I do.
Something to do with water damage. I mean, but that's why you have them, you know? It's not like you went out and, spreed. You didn't even like go on vacation with it, which I actually think is okay too, because life is short. But that's me. Don't follow my financial advice. Trust me. But emergency, like the house I have to fix. That's what they're for. That's why they're there.
Dude, I'm going to be so glad to have the house back to normal. It's going to go rapid fire once Monday happens.
I'm looking forward to watching the video. I'm so excited. Paula says, Wyatt is home. Let the chaos begin. Ugh, I'm sorry, Paula. You got this. I mean, sorry about the chaos. Not sorry about the Wyatt. At least you get the Wyatt kisses.
Mm-hmm.
And Paula says, hey, Steve. Vanessa says, I'm reading King Sorrow by Joe Hill, and there's a chapter that has a bunch of call-outs to the Gunslinger. Oh, really? I would miss them because I haven't read the Gunslinger. So that's cool. I love that. This homage to his father. That's pretty cool. I need to read that. I don't think I put it on any of my lists this year, and I meant to because I bought it when it was on sale when you were telling us. So I don't know. Paula says we're gonna play Tiny Bookshop. Aw. Well, that's fun because you get to choose the things. I played it like for a while and then I just got bored. I got bored doing it over and over again. Same darn thing. That one is too cozy for me. I'm like, no, I need something in between. Vanessa says, yep, a Friday is always finance day for me. Gotcha. And Charles says, getting in a few chapters of Coffee Shop in an alternate universe before work today. Nice. I heard a whole bunch of stuff about that one and then didn't hear anyone who read it. So you let me know, Charles. Let me know if I should grab it because I was curious. And people talked about it, but I didn't hear anyone say if they liked it or not, or if anyone actually read it. And that says, Vanessa, I loved King Sorrow and the Dark Tower. It's the most king of all Joe Hill's books. Nice. Charles says, hello, Paula. Vanessa says, Annette, yes, I agree that it's the most king of all his books I've read so far. It took me a while to get into it, but I'm at that point where it's pulling me to read in all my downtime. Oh, that's nice. I love that. Lauren says, definitely downtime from working from home, especially on a Friday, right? Yeah, exactly. Even people at work are like, I'm distracted. Paula says, we're on the waiting for payday struggle bus till Monday. Yeah, that bus I understand so well. That was us this week. That's why we ate all frozen food because we spent all our money with my daughter, right, when we were there at her house. So all this week we didn't go grocery shopping or anything. So we just did all the what do we have in the freezer? That's what we're eating. Lauren says, oh, you just reminded me, Alicia, that I got paid today. Look at that, paid. Woohoo!
We're just giving each other reminders.
Yep. You must be on the same schedule as Alicia because next month is a 3 pay period month for me as well. Nice. Allie says, yesterday was payday for me. I just didn't pay anything yesterday. Nothing was due. Gotcha. Ren says, don't forget Wordle. I just did it. I got it in 4.
Oh, thank you. I gotta do that.
Yeah, let me see if I'll share the share.
Where is my... here it is.
I don't know how to just pop it up, but if I share, like, I'm going to send it in a message. So there you go. I got it in 4.
Okay. Oh.
And Vanessa says the homage to his dad is basically the first line from The Gunslinger in different forms. It makes sense for the scene it's in, but doesn't make sense just talking about it. Oh, gotcha. Molly says, I am not liking my book, but it has all sorts of rave reviews, and the author is a Harvard grad. And what the hell is my problem? Hey, there are lots of books I like, or that I don't like, that everyone loved. Like, I, Who Have Never Known Men, do not understand why that book is popular. It's awful. One of the worst things I have ever laid my eyeballs on in my life. Such a waste of time. I was angry when I was done because even though it was short, I was such a waste of my time. I was so mad. So you know what happens. There's nothing wrong with you. Molly says, hi, Charles. Max says, I might take a nap and get back to writing in a couple hours. My cat is snoring beside me and it's making me sleepy. Is the dog going to let you nap, though? I mean... Vanessa says, oh, we get 3 pay periods next month, too. Yay! Cool. And Charles says, it's cute so far, Kelly. Only 50 pages in, but I think I will like it. Oh, I like that. Let me know. Charles says, hi, Molly. Lauren says, especially this Friday, my office switched to a new building because they're doing a $60 million remodel. So it feels extra long, like I've lived through 3 weeks in one. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about the remodel. Well, at least they're letting you work from home today instead of having to drive farther to work. Ren says, got it in 5. Thought I got it in 4, but the last letter was wrong. Oh, no. You're like so close, which means I know what your guess was on number 4, since I know what the word was. And Paula says, that happens, Molly. Sometimes it's just not the right time for you to be reading that book. Other times it just doesn't vibe with you, and that's okay. See, Paula agrees. There's nothing wrong with you, Molly. Vanessa says, 50 Shades. Yes, context books other people love that I think are demonstrably awful. Yeah, exactly.
I read 50 Shades. It was all right.
I couldn't even get myself to read it. And I watched the movie and I was like, really? And Lauren says, if you all have not done Contexto, that is addicting. No, don't give me any more games. I'm not touching one. I'm going to pretend that was not in there. Have you seen how distracted I get? I need her more games. And Christina has joined us. Good morning, Christina.
I got nothing. I only have one row left.
You only have one row left?
On Wordle.
Oh, for the Wordle. Sorry.
I got the first 2 letters, and there is a letter, but in the wrong spot. But
Oh,
I got
keep looking
nothing.
at the letters that are left. You'll get it. You'll get it. You got this. Christina says, remember to hydrate, feed thyself, say progress laundry, take meds. I took my meds. I'm so proud of myself. Not helping me concentrate at all, though. Stretch and show some love to the like button. Also, make sure you sub and ring that bell so you hopefully get notified. Vanessa says 50 Shades was awful. Sorry, Alicia. Vanessa says, morning, Christina. Swank says, Mama. Ashley says, Contexto, Bandle, Spodal. There are so many. La, 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 la. And Max says, I didn't really care for 50 Shades. I liked Twilight as a teenager, so I assumed I would like it, but I was just meh on the characters. Yeah, that was my problem with the movie. I was like, mm-mm. And Paula says, hey, Christina. H&T says, Christina. I don't know why H&T is crying, but H&T is crying. Lauren says, I'm excited for the 3 pay periods next month, especially because I've been with the bank for 20 years and I get a 5-week sabbatical paid. Nice. So I will be reading by the pool for 5 weeks straight. That sounds fantastic. I'm missing a bit of this remodeling chaos. I mean, sign me up. Vanessa says, I can go into why 50 Shades was awful if anyone wants to loan me a soapbox. Molly says, right off the bat, this kid is being held hostage with little buildup and becomes friends with the couple who kidnapped him. And honestly, I think it's actually ransom because the kid's dad owes money. So it's more blackmail. Molly says, woot, Lauren. And Agent T says, it's just a reflex action to cry when I see Christina.
I didn't get it.
You're just so glad to see her that you just can't hold the tears back. I understand that. I get that, Agent T. Lauren says, well, we work 3 days in the office, 2 days at home, but because we have to share desks, I work every other week from home. So I only have to go in 6 days a month. Oh, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. Swank says, did not read 50 Shades. I lived it. Didn't need to read it. Ah, well, there you go. And Lauren says, and I got lucky because the next week that we're in the office, I'm actually on a cruise. Then I work from home after the cruise. And then I come and work 3 days and go on sabbatical. Perfectly planned without being planned because we just realized what the date was that we were moving last minute, but it worked out perfect. Yeah, it sounds like it did. Molly, then boom, they're dead. And the daughter shows up and hates the kid for liking her parents. Yeah, okay, Molly. I see why you're annoyed. I see why you're annoyed. Vanessa says, Lauren, that sounds like the best 5 weeks. Yes, it does. HT says, they are sad tears. They are not sad tears. I deny your reality and replace it with my own. And Christina says, Maro, Vanessa, Swag, Ashley, Paula, Agent T, Lauren, Ren, Steve, Mooley, Allie, Annette, Pearl, and Mac. Ren says, Alicia, you probably guessed my 4th guess if the last letter was wrong. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing too, Ren.
No.
Ren says, hey, Christina. All right. Here we go. Let's do our last sprint for the day, and I will be done with Nat Galley. So maybe I will finally be able to edit after sprints. Here we go. And there was our last sprint. And just in time, I finished up my NetGalley selections. And my percent has already dropped down to 71 because I was automatically approved for 3. So, and I tried to control myself. I was mostly under control. There was only a couple that I probably shouldn't have requested that I did. Everything else was very organized and purposeful. So, not so bad. I'll take it. I'll take it. How'd you do, Alicia?
I got to page 114, heated up my coffee, which I left in the microwave apparently, and I lost my place in my book, so I have to listen to it and see where I left off. And I almost forgot that I am doing Maker Quest sprints today at noon.
Oh. Well, I know where I'm heading after this. What is in your lap? Oh, is that Ralphie? The way it was shaped, I could not figure out. Oh, it's Ralphie. Hi, baby.
This is how he likes to sit. He likes to sit on my lap when I have my jacket on.
Yeah, that's what Brady does. He will sit in my lap if I have a blanket in my lap. Actually, that's the only time he'll sit in anyone else's lap too, as long as they don't touch him. If they're sitting on the couch with a blanket on, he will get in the lap. As soon as they touch him, though, he's out.
He does the same thing, but he only sits in my lap. He won't sit in anybody else's because Alan has tried. He's like, "No, I love you. Come see me." And
see, that's the thing. You can't do that. No. You just have to sit there. Nope. You just have to sit there and await the blessing.
We're having this debate right now, Alan and I, because he sits there and says, "Well, I wish the cats would love me like they love you." And I'm like, yeah, but see, they sense that you want nothing to do with them because he's always complaining about them. He never cleans up after them. I'm the one that always does it. I'm the one that feeds them. I'm the one that gives them treats. So of course they're going to come to me.
Yeah, like what does he want? I mean, feeding and treats is the number one thing a cat wants. If you're not doing that, you're not the cat's person.
Well, when we still had Simon, Simon would come and sit on his lap.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, and wasn't Simon just one of those cats that loves everyone?
Yes, Simon is.
Yeah, that's Toby. We have one of those. Yeah,
that just loves everyone. But now that we don't have Simon, it's Ralphie and Isis. But again, Ralphie won't let anybody touch him but me, and then Isis, she's not really a lap cat, but she will come and you can pet her, and then she'll like either lay down next to you or she'll run away. Listen here, sir. If you stab me one more time with your claw, I'm gonna cut it. He like slowly like digs in. And I'm like,
well, you're moving. He's feeling unstable.
Stop it. No claws. They're like noodles.
Right. Let's see where the chat got. And Molly says, Swank, sounds like you need to start attending Frolicon. Yes, look it up. It's fun. I mean, I haven't been, unfortunately. But from what Swank said about 50 Shades, I agree. And Lauren says, yeah, and we get to pick the weeks that we want to be on sabbatical. So I picked from July 4th to August 9th. Perfectly planned summer off. Oh, yeah. That's
nice.
That's really nice time off. I'm very jealous. And I'm happy for you, too. Let's see. Alicia says, I missed a letter entirely for that word. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you get it? Did you end up getting it?
No, I didn't.
Oh, sorry. And Vanessa says, laughs with Molly. Yep, about Frolicon, I'm sure. Lauren says, I was not a fan of 50 Shades of Grey at all, and I read 2 of those books, and I just could not do it. You were like, maybe this one's better? And you're like, nope. I have no idea what y'all are thinking these. Molly, and this Harvard grad claims she is 1.5 generation American, 1.5 generation American? What's that mean? Yeah, like what the fuck does that mean? It's not clever if it has no meaning. Then it's just bad communications. Yeah, I don't know what that means either. Maybe because... No, I can't make it work either. Vanessa says, Lauren, it was so bad, but especially in content. She did no research. And Lauren says that's only during the remodel. Then we will go back to
Wow.
working 3 days in, 2 at home, which I'm still loving. Yeah, that's still not so bad. I will have to say I miss going to the office. Sometimes like days like this where I just can't effing concentrate, it would help to get the fuck out of my house. Right? So sometimes I can see just having a few days out would be very nice.
So 1.5 generation American refers to people who are born in another country but immigrated to the United States as children or during early adolescence.
There you go. So
Never
it has
heard
a
that word.
definition. She should have just defined for us because it's not well known yet.
Yep.
And Vanessa says, Molly, 1.5 gen. How weird. The only thing I can think of makes sense is if one of her parents is an immigrant and the other parent is first generation American. That's what I was thinking, Vanessa. But apparently it's Alicia just looked it up and that's what it means. Vanessa says, still incredibly weird. Yeah. Molly, yes. I thought that too, but so dumb. Vanessa, I said her, but I just realized that I don't know the author's actual gender. Yes, really dumb. I swing and I miss for trying to be clever. Well, maybe, I mean, it's not, apparently there is a definition for it. So they weren't trying to be clever. It's just, we didn't know, which the point of us reading these things that are not our personal experience is so that we learn other people's experience. So if they don't tell us what the words mean, that's how are we actually learning from it? Well, he says, agreed. You were correct, incidentally.
Ow.
Nina says, hi, ladies. Why, hello, Nina. How are you? We have just finished our last sprint. I hope you have had a fine day so far. Happy Friday. And Christina says, hi, Nina. And Jordan says, Paula, when do you start sprints? And Nina says, hi, Christina. Christina says, hi, Jordan. And Tula joined us. Why, hello, Tula. It looks like we've got Maker's Quest sprints coming up with Alicia in, 20 minutes then for you, right?
Yes.
Oh, I'm going to miss the beginning. I want to watch the hair kit thing because it's going to be live. So I want to see if QWERTY adds any extra things. But then I will come after.
That's fine.
And Tula says hello to chat. Vanessa says, okay, bills are paid. Yay! Time to move on with your life, for today. And Pearl says, lurking. Thanks for the sprints. Have a fab weekend. Absolutely. You too, Pearl. Have a great weekend. Swank says, finished study books. Look at that. Nicely done. Jean says, wow, that was a fast sync of NetGalley. It synced fast for you, huh? Vanessa says, I have a call soon with the Medicaid SNAP folks for my mom at the top of the hour. Keep fingers crossed for her. I have no idea what to expect. Yeah, who does? Who does? Good luck. I do wish you luck. Ren says, had a study break and had some churros with chocolate sauce. Oh.
Ooh.
Now I want churros. Jean says, what is Alicia reading? 2 things. Throne of Glass and The Resurrectionist. But The Throne of Glass is what you're reading just now, right?
Yeah. My books.
I really enjoyed The Resurrectionist. I'm so proud of Alicia for reading outside her comfort zone. So.
It sounded good, so we'll see.
I mean, let's face it, they all sound good. People know how to write that cover copy.
Mm-hmm.
Paula says, I have no self-control in all aspects of the term. I have attempted self-control, okay? Attempted. I try. Ren says, thanks for sprints, Kelly and Alicia. And Vanessa goes, churros, right? Nice, fresh, hot, crunchy. Oh, I want one now. I love that crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside, and the cinnamon. Oh, no, I want a churro. Jean says, poor Alicia. Christina says, hi, Ralphie. Swank says, Ralphie. Mai says, finish my meetings for the day. I'm assuming that says. Go back. For the morning. Got cleaned up and got to page 276 of Empire of the Dawn. Decided to switch to it. Yep. Sometimes you just got to pick up that other book. I give that. That's why I read at least 3 at once. Jean says, it didn't look like a cat on Alicia. I agree with Kelly. Right? It looked weird. I was like, what? Is that a dog's head? It almost looked like a head of the dog in your lap. And then I was like, is it a stuffed animal?
No.
Figure it out.
It's Ralphie.
Vanessa says, some cats you need to be super chill with. No, I'm not paying any attention to you. Yes, exactly. Other cats will set up camp on your face and never leave. That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Ralphie tries to do that.
Yeah, but only with you. Do you see what I mean?
Yep.
Jen says, I have 2 pages left in my daily chapters. Heading to the store after this. I'm taking Italian sliders, or I'm making Italian sliders, homemade barbecue chips, and peanut butter bars to In Real Life Book Club and need a few more things. Wait, you bring food to In Real Life Book Club? We're doing it wrong. I can't put one more thing on my plate. I'm sorry, man. I'm booked. Paula says, if you're the snack giver, you always get more love. Absolutely. Always.
This is what I've been trying to explain to him. If you want the cat love, you need to give the snacks.
Yep. Jean says, my cat would not sit. He would always sit beside me. My cat liked men more than women. He would throw himself at guys I dated. It's so funny. Swink says, Frolic-Con sounds interesting, right? Christina says, the next Time Pirates is on Monday. Yay! And Alicia is doing the Maker's Quest sprints in about 20 minutes. Yep. So, 20 minutes. And Jean says, I couldn't get past chapter 2 in 50 Shades due to the bad grammar. Zwank says, I hate it when Salem makes biscuits on my breasts, nails, and boobs don't mix, right? You're like, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Toby likes to, Will hold him, and he's a shoulder cat. He likes to be on the shoulder. So he'll climb on our shoulder, but then like dig his claws in. I'm like, Cat, I've had you for 10 years now. I've never dropped you. Could you please
knock it off?
Because he didn't always do that. It's only the last few years. I'm like, I've never dropped you.
Right?
Stop it. And Christina has put the Sprinty Fun spreadsheet up. So make sure you check it out and see what readathons are going on. And Christina says, hi, Tula. And Molly says, I think the actual meaning, go back, is even dumber. The actual meaning makes sense to me, but I don't know why you would call it 1.5. That would be more like half instead of 1.5.
Right.
Christina says, thanks for hosting today, Kelly. Alicia, have a beautiful day. Thank you so much. You too, and a great weekend. Jean says, fingers crossed for Zwank. And Zwank says, thanks for Sprint. See you on Monday. Absolutely. Thanks for being here. Jean says, I want churros. Now we all want churros.
Right.
Annette says, did a little futzing around with my Here Kids spreadsheet and made coffee. That sounds yummy. And Paula says, not to bring everyone down, but Anthony Head has, no.
Who was that? What happened?
No.
Not Giles. How old was he?
Not old enough to be dying. I think he was in his early 70s. Yeah, 72. Holy shit. I love him so much. They're doing a new season of Ted Lasso. I wonder what they're going to do. He's one of those examples of like one of the nicest people on earth playing such a good bad guy. Like David Tennant does that too. One of the nicest people on earth playing really good bad guys.
Yeah, I see.
Oh no.
Wah, wah.
I've had a crush on him for most of my life. Well, you did bring it down, Paula. Nicely done. Now I'm gonna go cry in a corner. Brent says, "Get the churro there." Now I really need a churro. I'm gonna go get me a churro, like a whole pack of them, with chocolate and caramel dipping sauce. Won't you get a book? And Alicia's like, "I'm good." There it is. He's like, "I know it comes in paperback."
Yes, this is the one I've been like, it's supposed to come out on the day after my birthday. So I was like, I'll order it. It'll come in. It'll be fine. And then June 1st, I'll go on my freeze. This didn't get physically until June 2nd. They didn't release the paperback until June 2nd.
I'm telling you, I promise you, it's not her fault. Blame Amazon.
I do. I blame Amazon so much. But I wanted the cover because they also have an alternate cover that has a skull on it. And the other two I have in this series have the men, and I wanted the men. So now I have it. Yay.
Annette says, thanks for sprints, Kelly. See you in Q's chat. Thank you to Alicia. We'll try to hit Maker's Quest before you're done. Molly, if I order a pizza, I can double dash a sapapilla, which is the closest I get to churros around these parts. Really? They have sapapilla, but not churros? Molly, if Tula and Chris... Oh, hi to Tula and Christina. Vanessa says, Swank. Frolicon is a ton of fun. If you have any questions about it, feel free to ping me on Discord. I run the ink track. Yes, we have a writer's track. Swank says, cool, Vanessa. Annette says, no, Paula, that's so sad. Yeah, I'm in shock now. Vanessa says, thanks for sprints, y'all. Paula says, I'm not sprinting today. We're playing a game in 20 minutes-ish. Excellent. I hope you have a great old time. I don't know what I'm going to do now. Jean says, oh no, Anthony Head. He is also in Ted. Exactly, right? So we'll have to see. He was so good in Doctor Who, too. Vanessa says, oh no, I had the hugest crush on him first. Yeah, same. See, Vanessa, we do have the same brain. Forever. Forever. Jean says, it's kind of like apple fritter, Kelly. What is?
I don't know.
Swank says, Paula, no way. And Molly says, this is a bummer, Paula. James Hardy, or Handy from Jumanji, was stabbed to death. Oh no.
I saw that too.
Annette, he was just looked it up. Wow. Agent T says, I once walked for an hour looking for churros at a theme park, and then once I found them, it turned out I didn't like them. Oh, really? I'm sorry. Maybe they stuck. You know, theme park doesn't exactly do them right? Christina says, that is sad, Paula. He died from pneumonia. Really?
Who died from pneumonia?
There are so many of the young 70s right now dying of pneumonia. Usually don't we have modern meds? Paula says, wow, Molly, that's so sad. And Molly says, looks like they suspect his girlfriend's son. Zoink says, he was so hot. Loved him in Repo Man. And Paula says, sorry. I'm so sad now. Vanessa says, okay, need to run and prep for this meeting. Thanks again for sprints. I'll see you on Monday or maybe in sprints later. Absolutely. Thank you, Vanessa. Have a great weekend. Molly says, dying from pneumonia is pretty sad too. Seems like it could be avoided. Exactly. Jean says, what book did Alicia get? So hopefully you saw it, right?
Tyler's Rule by Jolie Vines. It's book 3 in the Skeleton Crew series.
Mm-hmm. And Jean says, can we move to later in the day, Kelly? Absolutely. I'm sorry. Did you have more? Keep going.
I was just going to say it. Apparently, this series has a secret code. So there's codes in each of the books, and then you have to figure out what the message says.
Nice.
That's kind of fun.
Anthony Head, he was in international coffee commercials. It got me to try them. And yes, Jean, we can move to later today because I really want to watch the Hurkid thing. So the announcement should be the same one I've already watched, but I want to see what happens in live. And Jean says, when I first joined this sprints, I think it was January, you kept talking about an apple fritter. And it made me get one. Unfortunately, it was a bad one. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, you mean the churro. The churro was like the apple fritter being bad. I gotcha. I was like, a churro's not like an apple fritter, except it's fried bread. That's the only similarity they have.
400.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm going to go see if my husband knows because I'm not going to be depressed alone. But thank you, everyone, for sprints. I hope you all have a great weekend, and I will see you around the BookTube verse until then. Otherwise, remember, Alicia does not have sprints on Sunday because she's getting the house all prepped and making bookcases and stuff because the floors are coming in. And we will see you Monday, hopefully, because your floors are getting installed, right? So you might not be here.
Well, I'll be here, but I don't know what time they are starting. So
gotcha.
I might be muted a lot.
Yep. No worries. We'll be here. All right. So I'll see y'all then.